Well, your Yanks stay alive.
Well, I'm going with that. I'm going with that.
You're kidding. You're picking the Yankees?
And I'm not going to lean on extra motivation being provided by CC Sabathia. I'm not going to lean on that. You know what I'm going to lean on? This dude, Dallas Keuchel, makes me nervous. In 2 meetings against the Yankees, you know, pitched 16 scoreless and then struck out 7 in his last
21 in 16 innings he struck out. You get that, don't you?
The dude is big time.
Big time.
He's pitching on 3 days rest. I'm concerned about that for them. You got to remember, the Yankee bullpen has come to the rescue on many occasions. Last 30 games of the regular season, Houston's pitching staff had a 4.74 ERA. The final 30 games, I'm happy about that now. They hit a lot of home runs, just like the Yankees do. I am worried about their careers big time. I know that. I get that. I'm looking at the fact that they steal a lot of bases, 121 stolen bases. But guess what, Skip Bayless? The ERA, like I told you, is an issue. They also don't allow a lot of runs. I get all this stuff, but they strike out a lot. The ERA is questionable right now. Keuchel is no joke on the road. And remember, he was 15-0 at home. On the road, he was a different dude. You're going against the Yankees tonight. At Yankee Stadium. But you know what? Hey, mid bag of shells.
There we go. You're making me nervous.
That's a pass. These boys ain't accustomed to being in postseason action. I believe that somehow, some way, the Yankees will find a way, primarily because of their bullpen. Tanaka will hold it down, give up a couple runs, but he'll hold it down, and Patantis and Miller and those boys will come through when it counts. Yankees 5, Astros 4.
You better fear the beard tonight, because Dallas Keuchel is no joke. At 20-8, he led all of baseball with 232 innings pitched. He will not have any problem on 3 days rest, because he's built to pitch in 3 days rest. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of runs at home, but I think Keuchel will go the distance once again. 3-2 Astros. You're going home.
Yankees will work the lineup. They'll get him out there by the 6.
Tillman, thank you. Ronda Rousey here tomorrow. Thanks for being with us, guys. See you. The Espn statement Monday that he will check into rehab for an alcohol problem and will miss the entire postseason. And the Yankees are standing right by him.
I'm probably more proud of the inner strength that he showed yesterday than any day that I've had him as a manager, and he did the right thing.
It's a very courageous thing to do. You know, we play for CC now, and you know, CC's gone to the mat for us many, many times, and I know me personally and a lot of us in here, we wouldn't have a ring if it wasn't for CC. So now we go to the mat for him.
Stephen, how surprised were you about Sabathia entering rehab right now?
I was stunned, to be quite honest with you, but the first order of business I want to say, and I don't, this is not about CC. I don't want to come across as insensitive, but I can't stand when I see statements like A-Rod just made, we play for CC now. Because, see, if you go out tonight against the Houston Astros and you strike out 4 times, what am I supposed to think of you at that moment in time? See what I'm saying?
And by the way, that has high possibility.
It has high possibility against this guy, Keuchel. I mean, come on, A-Rod. I respect where he's coming from, but now they're going to watch you. And if you stink up the joint, did you play for CC then? It's just,
It's just vintage A-Rod.
Just drives me crazy when he do that, because I'm praying he don't strike out. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, back to CC. I was shocked because of the timing.
Yeah.
I was shocked because the playoffs are about to begin, and my Yankees are in the postseason. And he went from obviously not expected to play tonight, but if they win tonight and they go up against the Royals in the ALDS, likelihood is that he would have been able to participate in that. Having said all of that, I applaud his decision. He did the right thing for himself. He did the right thing for his family. And I'm not an expert on alcoholism, okay? My thing is what I've been associated with in terms of people in my family, friends, etc. They've had drug issues, not alcohol issues. Thank God not my immediate family, but you know what I'm saying. I think that when it comes to CC, it was stunning, but I applaud him. And more importantly than anything else, you know, you support him.
Yeah.
CC's a good man. I've known CC for a long time. You know, we're not friends or anything like that. I've hung out with him on a few occasions. you know, because everybody come through 40-40, and I want to, you know, that's my spot. I love them brothers over there, and obviously he's been over there because Jay-Z and, you know, Juan Perez and all of these guys, they're incredible friends and supporters of his as well. They should be. This is a real difficult time for him to reach the conclusion that he needed to check himself into there. Now, that is not something to be taken lightheartedly. He is, regardless of his affable personality, the fact that he's personable and he can talk to anybody, that he's kind, that he's great, he's a great person, he's a high-end competitor, he's a champion, he's a Cy Young Award winner, he's all of these things. He's one of the best people you can find in professional sports, just as a great and decent human being.
Yep.
And he's a high-end competitor. There is no way on earth that he would have gone into Joe Girardi's office and said, I need help at this moment in time, unless he felt that he had hit rock bottom.
Yep.
And he was a detriment to the team,
Yep.
himself, and his family. So that says to me that things must have gotten really, really bad in order for him to get to this point. And I think this is one of those times where, you know, as folks in the media, whatever, we need to step back, and as opposed to being judgmental or, you know, trying to cast aspersions or doing anything else, we need to step back, touch our humanity, and recognize this man needs all the support in the world that he can get from all of us. And our prayers are with him and his family.
Amen to that. Here's why this was so shocking to me. I first met CeCe 11 years ago. We've had him on the show numbers of times. And from what I know about baseball, he is as popular and as highly respected as any player in the entire sport. Now, that's a mouthful I just said. As popular and respected as any player. Now, obviously, alcohol will pick on anybody. You know, if you've got the bad gene in you, you can become alcoholic like that. We did see the one incident that surprised us, and we spoke about it on the show back in Toronto, mid-August. Remember when he had the shouting match outside the nightclub that inspired a fight as they drove away, some big brawl, yeah. Toronto. And but even then, I thought, it's just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'd never heard anything about CeCe having issues with alcohol before. So the timing of this, as you say, is so shocking because, to your point, the circumstance had to be absolutely dire. Something had to happen. There had to be one other incident we don't know about. I'm just speculating here, but something had to bring it to such a boil that he finally said, I can't go on anymore. And on the eve of the playoffs, they make this announcement. Now, it's possible that they waited a couple of days to make the announcement, hoping that it would help inspire the A-Rods in your clubhouse. I don't know, because it's just an odd timing of this, because you could also argue, well, gee, could CeCe have just waited a few days until at least they got past the wild card game and then see what would happen in the divisional round? I don't have any idea because we don't know enough about it. But the timing is shocking because of the figure involved in this.
There's no way CeCe Sabathia would have picked this time to make this decision unless the straits were dire. There is no way on earth he would do that. And I've been around him, and let's be clear about something here. Never once have I seen him inebriated.
Yeah.
Never once. Every time I've seen him in public, at a public event, or anywhere else, he has always been CeCe. So it's very, very shocking to learn that he even has a problem, to be quite honest.
That's correct. That's how I feel.
But I do know that he is legitimately a very, very good man, a good brother, good family man, etc. And again, our hearts are with him and our prayers are with him and his family.
Absolutely. So bottom line, how do you think, or will this at all impact your team going forward?
I don't think that it's going to have an impact on the Yankees one way or the other. They're either going to show up and play well because they lost 6 of their last 7 to end the season.
They did.
They're either going to show up and play well or they're not. I know this much. I don't want to hear CeCe as an excuse for losing. I can promise you that. The Houston Astros are lethal. Keuchel can ball. He's pitched 16 scoreless innings against the Yankees in his last 2 meetings, got an ERA a little over 1. He has dominated the Yankees. I am very, very concerned about him. But the Yankees are one of the leading home run hitting teams, okay? And even though the Astros are as well, the Astros also strike out more than practically anybody. The Yankees going to win this game tonight. They better handle their business.
And CeCe had, by his standards, an off year. Is that fair to say? 6
ERA over 4.
Yeah,
yes,
he's been a little better lately,
yes.
but
yeah,
I don't know that he would have.
Worse.
Yeah,
but he was getting better. Yeah.
We wish him and his beautiful family the best. They also do a lot in the community. I want to point that out through their Pitch Foundation as well. It's on tonight. Yanks, we'll see what happens. But meanwhile, joining us now, a special guest. We all know him as Peanut Tillman. Charles Tillman in the house, looking fresh. I don't know.
Well,
I'm giving these guys a little run for their money right now,
man,
Charles.
I'm just thankful the brother's not in Chicago no more, personally. That's just me.
Undefeated.
That's right.
It's nice, right?
You know, he misses Jay Cutler.
Oh, he misses.
I'm lying. Don't lie on that man.
How are you?
Don't lie on that man.